Hello guys and welcome back. So now in this video we will add the increase health and increase energy functionality. So first of all, go ahead and open up the miximo.com website, okay, and then search for drinking, and then you will find this animation which is by the name of drinking. And then when you find this animation, okay, let's trim this animation from the start, trim the first 20, and then from the last let's trim to 70. Okay, so now as you can see there is only this drinking animation, and then change the override to 90. So as you can see now the animation is a bit fast. Okay, then just simply click on download without skin. The format will be FBX for Unity. Click on download again. Then if we go inside the player model animations, as you can see these are all of the animations right here. Let's click on show in Explorer, double click on animations folder, and inside this folder drag and drop this animation, but first of all let's rename this just to drinking, and then add this inside this animations folder. Then right here, this is the animation. Let's change the animation type to humanoid, then change the avatar definition to copy from other avatar, and in here select Erica Archer, click apply. Then if you click on animation, now as you can see the character is playing the animation right there. Change this to original, this one to original as well, and click on bake into pose in all of these three boxes. Click apply. That is it. Then click on animator, okay, the player animator right here. In the parameters, create a bool by the name of drink. Let's move this up right here after the grenade in air, and then drag and drop the drinking animation in there. Then make a transition from basic locomotions to drinking and set drink to true. Then make a transition from drinking to locomotions, remove that, and this time set drinking to false. That is it. Then get back to the inventory script, scroll down. Now after this get key down 4, now let's create a button for the energy increase and health increase as well. So first of all let's start from the health. So we will say if the player presses the keyboard key, okay, and that key is the 5 key, and also we will check that if the all of the weapons are deactivated, and at the end we will check that if this number of health is greater than 0, okay, which means that if the player has the health bottles in the inventory or not. So for that, first of all create a reference to the game manager script. So right here we will say public game manager, name this as GM, then down below we will say GM dot number of health is greater than 0. So if this is the case, then we will allow the player to drink the energy bottle, I mean the health bottle, and increase the health, okay. But for that we need to create a numerator type method right down below. So we will say numerator, name this as increase health, and in here first of all we will be playing the drinking animation. So we will say anime dot set bool. We want to set the drink to true, and while the animation is playing we want to wait for some time in order to let the animation finish. So we will say wait for seconds will be 1.5. Okay, then after that we will set the drink to false, and when we do that we also want to decrease one value from the number of health, so we will say gm dot number of health will be minus equals to 1, and then we want to restore the player health, so for that we will say player script. Okay, we have already added a reference for the player script right there, so we will say player script dot present health, it will be equals to 200, and we also want to increase the health bar as well, so for that we will say player script dot health bar dot give full health, and to that give full health method we will pass 200, and that will be it. Then let's copy this method name increase health from here, and then right here when this condition is true and the player presses the 5 button, then what we want to do, we want to increase the player health, so we will call that method in here, and that is it. So this will basically increase the player health. Okay, now we will do the same for increasing the energy, so just copy this if condition, paste it down below, change this button now to 6, and this time we will be checking if the number of energy is greater than 0, and then instead of this increase health we will call the increase energy. Then if we scroll down, let's copy this enumerator method, paste it down below, change its name to increase energy. Everything else will be the same, but we will change this to number of energy, and then player script dot present energy, so we will say player script dot present energy, and that will be equals to 100, and also we will increase the energy bar as well, so we will say this time give full energy and pass 100 as a parameter in there. So now the player will be able to increase the health and energy if the player has the health and energy bottles in the inventory. Okay, so save the script, get back to Unity. It is showing this on line 239. This is because right here instead of the health bar type energy bar, and then if we get back right here again, okay, let's move that up. Then if we click on player, right here we need to provide the game manager script, so we can just drag and drop the game manager game object. That is it. Then if we click on game manager, as you can see number of health and energy is 0, so if we press the 5 button, as you can see nothing is happening on the 5 and 6 button. But now if we go ahead and pick the health and the energy, and let's go ahead and decrease the player energy a little bit, so as you can see the player energy is decreasing. So now if we press the 6 button, as you can see it plays the animation, and as you can see the energy bar is full now and the number of energy gets to 0. Okay, now also let's activate the knight and take some damage from the knight in order to check the health increase as well. So here is the knight attacking us. Okay, so as you can see the health is decreased. Now if we run away from the knight, okay, and now let's try to press the 5 button. As you can see now the player energy bar is full now. As you can see right here on the player script, the present health is 200. Okay, and then if you check the game manager, the number of health and energy get back to 0 again, and as you can see we are unable to use that again. Okay, so what this means, it means that the increase health and increase energy is working perfectly fine.